Dude, the Epstein is trending. The Epstein. Look at this, bro. Look at that. Oh my God, dude. Look at these guys. Remember this? Look at them with all their binders. You got Prather and 𝗙cie𝗶𝗵𝗹𝗀, Pressler, Liz Wheeler. You got 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗵𝗃, 𝗙𝐸𝗙𝗃. I don't even, who's this fucking clown right here? Dude, who is this guy? Dude, what a bunch of idiots. Remember when they were so adamant about Epstein, and these guys? None of them have said shit about this, guys. None of them. They're not even calling for it anymore. Remember how it was like the most important thing out there? These guys, when they first came, it was like, man, this is all we can think about. And now, dude, none of them, bro. Not a one. They are not like, beep, tick a lock, baby. Dude, clown show. There are these pictures of Prince Andrew in the files, guys, that are like of some girl laying on the floor, and Prince Andrew is like, what is he doing, bro? Right? He's looking up at the camera. I mean, I don't think this is a CPR class. This is a little strange, right? Is she passed out? Is she even awake? He is totally not sweating. Oh, that's right. Dude, you know when Virginia Giuffre sued him in civil court, they wanted him to submit to medical testing to find out if he had the non-sweating issue, okay? And of course he refused, and they settled this shit out of court. But isn't that crazy? You bet he's sweating this morning? Dude, he's been sweating for a while. But this is just weird, man. I was trying to figure out where this is, because this looks, you know, if you look back here, there's one room in his New York City mansion. Okay, now we've not seen the floor in this room, but right here, dude, it's this one. I thought the photo was in this room, okay? Because if you look, there's like, it looks like there's a doorway, and there's dark wood trim, and there's dark wood like wainscoting or something with the yellow. And this room like has the door with the dark wood, and there's dark wood wainscoting. Like if this couch was moved, right, you would see the wainscoting, right? But we don't see the floor, but there could be a table there. But the first thing I thought was maybe it was in this room. I mean, if you look down here, it looks like maybe there's a yellow floor. You know, I mean, if we pull this up, maybe there is a, like that sort of floor down there. It's hard to see. But, you know, I first thought, is this in New York City? But like, this is bare feet on the flag. Yeah, that's funny. I don't know what the story is behind this, but it's possible that it's not. I'm not sure that matches up. But the first thing I saw was the dark wood, and the dark wood that made me think they were in this room. This is a very, he's had a lot of photos in this particular room, right? And there's the leopard print chairs. It looks like those are the leopard print chairs. There you go, same chairs. So I think it is the same room, right? It is pretty gaudy. I mean, this is one of the things that I noticed, guys, that was really strange. One of the things I noticed about Epstein is his house was like so gaudy. Okay, this guy had like the biggest, most expensive private house in all of Manhattan. And this house was like the gaudiest thing I've ever seen in my life, dude. It was the worst taste, horrible decor. Tacky, like old, run down looking, really ugly, clashing colors, not even like high society shit, dude. And same in Palm Beach, dude. His Palm Beach mansion was the same shit, guys. Okay, that Palm Beach mansion was the same gaudy, tacky ass shit. But dude, what is Prince Andrew doing here, guys? he's got his hands on this person, and the person, though, we're not sure if they're conscious, right? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, their hand is up here, okay? Their hand is up in the photo, like that image has their hand up. So the person is conscious, I think, or hammered. Were they conscious? Something about this is not exactly adding up, but this is a little, I don't know. It's a little strange as to what's going on, right? I think she's dead. Dude, like, you have to wonder what is going on, right? You think of, like, under what circumstances in our life would we be taking a photo like this with our hand on a human body like this and then looking up at the camera? If you're taking a CPR class, you might, right? If you're, you know, like if the woman was pregnant and you were doing some type of Lamaze or you were her breath coach, she might be laying on her back. If you're a yoga instructor or doing Pilates or some type of fitness thing. But yeah, no, her hand is up in this one, okay? And in this one, her hand is down. And he looks like a little, I don't know. He looks a little unshowered, doesn't he? Doesn't he look a little like unkempt? You know, he's definitely sweaty. Absolutely. He is unkempt. They're on the floor but the door is open. Okay? He's barefoot in jeans, but like the door is open. So they're not like hidden. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. There's just something about this whole thing that you got to wonder what is the backstory behind this picture? Okay. And, you know, I think the thing that makes it a little more suspect too is the fact that this is a guy who was very much in denial about his entire relationship with Jeffrey Epstein to begin with. Like, this guy's sort of operative, you know, this guy's operative messaging around Epstein from the beginning, all the way back to the Virginia Giuffre photo right here, which is Ghislaine Maxwell's flat in London, Virginia Giuffre, Prince Andrew. He's real familiar with the hand on the midriff. Jeffrey Epstein is taking the photo. You see the flash, like flashing in the window. They're at Ghislaine's place. And he said this photo was fake. Okay, now we know this photo is real because a journalist took a photograph of both sides of this photo. Okay, so this photo has been seen. It was given to someone, I believe, in the Mirror or the Daily Mail, one of the tabloids, the English tabloids. But a journalist did take a photo of this, but he denied this shit. Okay, yeah, he's way younger. Okay, he is way younger. He denied this. He said, dude, I don't really know Epstein. I don't hang out with the guy. I only see him at like social gatherings. Okay, but look at how young he is here. But like, look at how old he is here, guys. He's way older. He's in Epstein's house. He's barefoot. He's touching some random girl. I mean, he's familiar. Okay, dude, homie is familiar. Many social events later, I just woke up one day barefoot in his New York mansion with a strange girl on the floor. And yeah, dude, he is old. He is significantly older, dude. This photo right here is like 2001. I don't know when this photo is. Is that 2016? 2018? I mean, this seems like this is a significant aging, boss. Significant aging. Those look like men's feet on the flag. Yeah, no, I think that is probably a dude. I don't think those are women's feet. Ghislaine's feet could be Ghislaine. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell who the feet are. I mean, there's a bigger photo. I think that's a dude. If I look at those feet, I don't think those feet are women's feet. I think that might be Epstein. Could be Jean-Luc Brunel. I mean, we don't know who there's guys are. Those are Ghislaine's feet. I don't think those are Ghislaine's feet, boss. I mean, I did save a photograph here. I don't think those are women's feet, boss. Okay? I mean, you look at him. We do have a photograph of Epstein's feet. Hold on. I got one, guys. I've got a photo of Epstein's feet. A fairly close one. I know you're like, what is he doing, dude? Why does he have a photo of Epstein's feet? It was from the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. Okay, here it is. This is from her trial. This is one of Epstein's feet right there. And look, he often wore these like black cargo pants sort of things, right? I realize there's a lot of Ghislaine in this one too. You know, you're maybe not looking at the feet exactly, but he did wear those black cargo pants sort of things. That does sort of look like it would be his feet, you know, and the same type of pants. Right? I realized there was a little Ghislaine in there. Dude, Ghislaine was like, she was Ghislaining, okay? Right? I mean, it does look, and in all possibility, like, you know, it's possible that this is either Maxwell took the photo or one of the girls took the photo. Because remember, there were always girls, you know, there were always girls in the vicinity. But, I mean, if I were to bet, I think those are some Epstein feet, okay? Those are, like, feel like Epstein feet. Dude, look at him, dude. Dude, what a schmarm, bro. This guy is such a smarmer, bro. Right? But, yeah, that would be my best guess. She did not have dainty feet. I don't know. I can neither speak nor, I can neither confirm nor deny. Were girls allowed to take photos? So the girls... They did. Like, really, when you think about it, there were a lot of photos. The thing, though, about the photos, guys, it's not that girls weren't allowed to take photos. The thing about the photos was they only really had access to the camera when Epstein would bring out the camera. And so that's what it was, is Epstein would bring out cameras and be like, we're taking photos. And then they would take photos. And so it was kind of a navigated and directed and approved thing. They weren't allowed to have a camera, and they weren't allowed to, like, they didn't have access to telephones and shit like that. But there are a number of photos that were taking place on Epstein Island in the various, you know, spots on the island. He would have the camera broken out, and they would snap photos. You know, there are photos where they would take pictures of Sarah Kellen, or they would take pictures of, you know, people that were at the island. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was directed. It was only when Epstein said, now it's time to, like, take photos. And so it was very controlled. But surprisingly, I mean, I'll be honest, guys. I'm surprised at the number of photos that they did take, especially when it's shit like this, where it's like, you know, Ghislaine and Jean-Luc Brunel at the island. I mean, they really, you know, you would have expected them to leave way less of a paper trail. But I think, though, if you listen to a lot of the survivors, they do talk about how he was very much about, you know, trophies. Okay? He was very much a trophy kind of guy, as are all of these dudes. Okay? All of these sort of sociopathic people, these kind of like controller people, they do like to have trophies because they like to think about the memories. And, you know, he had a room in his Palm Beach mansion. Okay, this is very well known that Epstein had a room in his Palm Beach mansion that was literally just filled with photographs of every girl. Like, every time a girl would come over and give him a massage, every single girl that went through those mansions or those spaces, Ghislaine Maxwell or Sarah Kellen or Nadia Marcinkova or Adriana Ross, one of the major, like, lieutenant girls, would take them outside by the pool and they would take photos of them, like, you know, disrobed. right? And they did that with all of them, like multiple times. And so he had a collection of just like thousands of photos of all of these different girls. You know, it was a compulsion for him. But so, yeah, there's just a lot more photographs that like than you would expect. And like, here's another one that is in that same room, guys, with him and some of these girls. There he is with, you know, multiple young women. And, you know, so this is pretty bizarre, guys. It's pretty weird shit going on here. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.